No, it's not. What is up, guys? We're going to be going over reviews that people have been posting. The embargo lifted today. So we're going to kind of get a look and an idea for what people think of the game so far. Why... Does that one work? Yeah, that one works. Okay, save. On. What up, Milky? What up, Wheezy? I know we might not get anybody in the stream, and that's fine, I guess. I was expecting some people. I think my notifications just don't go out to a lot of people, unfortunately. Oh, let's see. Call of Duty News did just tweet out Operation Rebirth, so that's... And then they deleted it. Okay. Dude, fucking load. I'm gonna bring up comments. Okay. Okay, guys, let's start out with... Okay, so we have a few reviews out. Google's reviews... there's 92 reviews right now. We have 77 5 stars, a few 4, 3, and 2 stars, and then 8 1 stars. Now, the one thing everybody in here needs to know when they're discussing, like, reviews, and I've already heard a few sites covering it, these reviews are skewed so heavily that people need to really just shut their mouths on them. Because most of the codes that these people have gotten have given them, at most, 6 to 12 hours of gameplay. They haven't played anywhere near the full scope of the game. So these reviews you see from sites or whatever are so heavily skewed that it's ridiculous. They don't have any idea what the full game looks like. So here, we'll read the first one here. It's from Vice Games, verified on Twitter. Let's see. Cyberpunk is a game of the past and its forgotten futures. Its setting is a pastiche that was overtaken by history and technology. It is a piece of software that is a throwback to PC gaming. Let's see, I need to turn this shit off. Okay. Cyberpunk, wait, what? Cyberpunk is too tacky and graceless to be cool, but it's very big and very loud, and sometimes that's all it takes to be awesome. Okay, so they're calling it tacky? Oh my god. Cyberpunk is a new RPG from CD Projekt Red, the developers of mega hit Witcher 3, of course. Okay, you're not giving me any actual reviews. Table, what? This is, okay. Supposedly, many of the technical issues that I have faced are only on PC. I cannot speak to console performance. Will be solved with a day one patch, of course, because every freaking game has a day one patch nowadays. But the build I played was in a shocking state, and when you consider that the developer admitted back in January 2020 that they would need to start extending worker hours, the ubiquity of bugs and glitches testify to Cyberpunk 2077's troubled and ongoing development. Okay, so you're not giving me anything that actually tells me what's wrong with it. You're just telling me I had technical issues. Like, every game has technical issues on launch. Name me one that doesn't. Okay, here we go. We're getting political. Cyberpunk 2077 is a game that borrows the language and concepts of radicals and leftists. So we got right-wing and left-wing politics, I guess, in the thing. Which I guess if you're going to include politics, you should include both sides. I guess that's a good thing. And tries to tap into growing pervasive cynicism about the ability of labor under capitalism to deliver dignity, comfort, and security. Okay. The word modern might be a stretch according to them. I don't know why. Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about, guys. He wrote a full ass review, and then his next words were, "In my first 30 minutes of this game." Like, what? How are you gonna tell me that in 30 minutes of playing this game, you can write a whole ass review when they said that this game is supposedly gonna have at least 180 hours of gameplay just for the main storyline? That's not including side missions, side quests, going back and playing as Street Kid, Nomad, and Corpo if you played as one, you play as others. Like, how can you give me a review of a goddamn game after 30 minutes of game time when it's been worked on for 8 years, 7 years? In my first 30 minutes with the game, I'd taken a flying car across the California megalopolis, I thought it was megapolis, whatever, of Night City to a VR dance club, been thrown out of my job with sinister Japanese megacorp Arasaka for meddling in Machiavellian... Jesus, okay, I should not have read that. I'm sorry, guys. How does it sound? How good is it? Mega. I'm getting mixed reviews from people, but the thing is, I'm not taking a lot of these reviews seriously, considering most of them haven't played the game enough to give an actual review. Like, people are... This one from Vice Games literally wrote a review after playing the game for 30 minutes. Well, I'm sorry for spoiling part of it, guys. I mean, I just spoiled how this guy played as Corpo, apparently, and he was thrown out of his job with sinister Japanese megacorp Arasaka for meddling in Machiavellian internal politics, rescued a woman from kidnappers who were harvesting organs and cybernetic implants from their victims, and gotten a new apartment in a colossal tenement building straight out of Dread's Mega City 1, where the bathroom had the 3 seashells of Demolition Man next to the toilet. Okay, here we go. This is where... What up, Joel? Where The Witcher 3 transcended or subverted familiar genre tropes, Cyberpunk 2077 seems like it wants to drown you in them. But see, I like that. They're trying to throw in a lot of tropes, a lot of stuff. Exactly, Mega. This man's writing a full-ass review. He gets paid to write reviews for Vice Games. And this man wrote a review of the most arguably the most anticipated game, other than maybe GTA 6, for the whole decade. The most anticipated game that everyone's been waiting for. And this man decided to write a damn review after playing it for 30 minutes. Like, why are you getting paid? Your job needs to fire your ass. I don't know. I'm starting to think I might want to try Nomad. Man probably was asleep and let his key. I can see that. Thankfully, the corny references of the game's opening are faint. It turns out that for all of Cyberpunk's 80s cinematic trapping areas, I'm just reading reviews today. I haven't played it yet. I have it pre-downloaded. I did hear that in Los Angeles, or my time zone, I'm going to get to play it like 8 hours early on Wednesday. So that's dope. I'll be streaming it, and that might be the only game I play for a while until the Season 1 comes out for Cold War, maybe, but Cyberpunk's my baby. Okay, this is what I love. The core of Cyberpunk 2077's identity is noir crime fiction. Like, that's literally what I want. I don't know if anybody in this... Actually, I'll ask that. Did anybody in this chat ever play the game LA Noire? Moonboy, it comes out Thursday. If you're on Steam or Xbox and you've pre-ordered it, you can now pre-download it. For PlayStation, you can pre-download tomorrow, and for Nintendo. It comes out Thursday, but in certain time zone, it's coming out early on Wednesday. LA Noire was an amazing game. I love that. I love the whole vibe. And I guess even a little bit if you wanted to go into like the Mafia 1, 2, and 3 series, and you wanted to do that old crime city feel. I love that. So this guy is saying that its identity still obviously is shown as noir crime fiction. At times it feels more like a hard-boiled fiction anthology as it pivots from gothic murder mystery to political thriller to heist movie, with the cyberpunk setting providing a twist on each of these sturdy plots. Okay. As you might expect, you play an archetypical hard case who somehow fits all of these stories. At the very outset of the experience from power and prestige would end in the really gutter grave, not for interment. I'm not trying to read too much that like gives away storylines. I'm still debating on what character I want to run as. I don't want Street Kid, because Street Kid is the straight line that like that's kind of what the story was meant for. That's what all of the people playing the game or that played the game early kind of got to try out. So I'm either going Corpo or Nomad. I don't know which yet. I'm still deciding. I've watched so many videos, and I'm trying to figure out which one has more of the play style that I like, and I need to find out what the benefits off rip of each one are. Like, what do you get? Like, if you're a Corpo, do you get a bunch of money? Do you start out with a big-ass bank account where you get to buy stuff and you can buy upgrades and stuff like that? If you're Nomad, do you have access to, like, way better weapons? If you're Street Kid, you have way more resources. Like, I don't know. The one thing I will say, Nomad, you start in the Badlands, which does really intrigue me, because it's a whole different aspect of the game. You get a cool-ass car, you meet the sheriff. I kind of like Nomad, but I also like Corpo, but I need to find out what exactly is included in all of them. Jesus, okay. Okay, see, this is what I hate about Vice. They insult traditional tropes from, like, movies. It's not long before Jackie and V are pulled into a classic noir plot. A femme fatale brings them a heist that positively screams too good to be true. Like, that's what LA Noire, that's what crime fiction, that's what 80s, that's what the 50s to the 80s kinds of crime movies are all about. They're literally using the 80s. Why are you going to insult them just because of your socialist left SJW views and you don't want it to be a femme fatale? You want a strong, independent woman. Like, yeah. Stop insulting a game when you've barely played it. Like, dude, this guy just... Okay, I see what this guy did. He didn't write an actual review of the whole game. He wrote a review of the 30 minutes that he played and basically gave you a play-by-play action of every single thing that happened, acting as if it's somehow an actual review of the game. He couldn't fill enough word space by actually writing a review because he didn't play enough of the game. So instead of writing a review like that, he wrote a review where he literally just goes play by play over everything he did in 30 minutes. Like, I could do that. Give me a fucking contract. Give me a paper. I'll write out, oh, step by step. Jackie ate a bowl of cereal. Jackie flirted with the bar waitress. Like, what? Like, come on. Okay, so we're already disregarding Vice games. That was trash. Okay, PC Gamer. So this is PC Gamer. Ooh, okay, they gave it a 78 out of 100. And they start out by saying that they did not play the whole game, and this is good. They're letting you know that this review is based off of their limited time in the game, so I'm okay with that. At least they're being honest. This was posted 40 minutes ago by writer James Davenport. So they gave it a 78 out of 100. I know on Metacritic the game has a 91 right now, so this is under the average Metacritic score. And there's already confirmed a 50 gigabyte day one patch, or day zero patch, they said. Now, I don't know if that downloads with your pre-download, because if they already have the patch ready, I would assume that it would be part of the pre-download. That would be stupid if you couldn't download it till the game went live, and then you're sitting there for, depending on your internet, a couple hours, at least an hour for most people. Cold War Season 1 trailer just dropped. That Day Zero patch is going to be boring. Yeah, hold on. Cold War trailer Season 1. I mean, is it anything that we haven't seen, Tokyo? Let's see. Cold War trailer. Cold War Season 1 trailer. Are you sure it just dropped? Wait, no, bro. This isn't. This is being put on. This is by the Gaming Revolution. What's it called? Call of Duty didn't post this. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's Stitch, of course. The new operator. Oh, okay, yes, Tokyo, that's why. You saw it on Noah's stream. This isn't Call of Duty. This is from the Gaming Revolution. I don't know how he posted it before Call of Duty. The thing is, Call of Duty, it's 9:43 right now. Call of Duty's probably releasing it in 17 minutes, and the Gaming Revolution just released it early. And now his channel is probably going to get copyright striked, or not striked, but claimed. It's going to get taken down. I can almost guarantee it. Rebirth Island, of course. You sent me to Gulag. On a COD video feed? Yeah, you know, Call of Duty isn't even posting it. You want to know what's funny is how so many people told me when I said that Season 1 wasn't gonna... Because people said that, what's it called? They told me season 1 was going to drop. I said it got delayed to the 16th, and then some people said, no, 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 no. That's just the Warzone integration. The Warzone integration comes out on the 16th. Season 1 still comes out on the 10th. Well, clearly not. So, at least that gives me 6 days after Cyberpunk comes out before a COD comes out. So, I mean, I'll be able to get a nice head start. I can take a little break from Cyberpunk and play the new COD stuff. New weapons. There's an AR and some, I forget what the other one was. There's 4 new maps, a couple new operators, battle pass, yada, 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 yada. Okay. Okay, back to the review. I'm on an aimless walking tour of... Okay. To be honest, just play what you want. Yeah, I know. I'm on an aimless walk... Oh, okay, see, I like this. I can already tell I like the way this guy's starting out. He went for the cinematic review of the game for Night City. He said, I'm on an aimless walking tour of Night City. Somehow I've ended up in the Japantown neighborhood's Arasaka Finance Street. Wait, when does Cyberpunk Online and its cross-gen come out? Depends on how you read that. Cross-gen comes out immediately. Cross-gen's out the day it comes out. But multiplayer looks like 2022. Which is fine. I expected nothing less. And with the amount of content that's in the game, no one's going to finish this game for... The thing is, and this is the one big thing, Cyberpunk said that every DLC update will add at least 50 hours of gameplay. 50. Think about that. 50. That's more than Call of Duty. So it's good because you get 180 off of RIP just for the main storyline. They estimated that it would take about 320 hours to complete everything in the game, and that's if you played it straight and just went straight for missions. You didn't roam. There's tons of secrets and money. Like, I'm gonna do not a series because I always get too lazy to actually do series, but I'm gonna have streams where I'm literally just going for secret money caches around the map, trying to find safe houses, all that good stuff. But they said it takes like 320 hours to complete everything if you do it. That's a year of gameplay at least. 320 hours. I mean, unless you play one game every day, all day, and that's the only game you play, 320 hours is probably going to last me the whole year, which is fine. There's so many other games coming out that will be active on Cyberpunk, playing some other games, stuff like that. So, I'm chilling. Cyberpunk's going to be fun. When multiplayer comes out, it'll be lit. It'll be like GTA. They're making this game to last 8 years, essentially. I'm really, maybe not 8, 6. 5 or 6 years. They're planning on this game to be like peak game content 5 to 6 years. And as long as GTA 6 doesn't come out, Cyberpunk, I think, has the potential to overtake GTA's popularity. I know that's hard for people to hear because people love GTA, but the way Cyberpunk's going and the way it looks and the way their multiplayer might pan out, it could just overtake and replace GTA 5 while people are waiting for GTA 6. Okay, so I'll go back to this. I've ended up in the Japantown neighborhood's Arasaka Finance Streets, where animated billboards for sweet, clean speed and pornographic brain dances climb the flanks of utilitarian skyscrapers, blotting out the stars with a rainbow of neon. See, like, already, dog, the colors are going to be off the hook. I can't wait for that. Like, downtown Tokyo, like, the colors, everything. Like, oh. I pass... See, look at this guy's detail. I gotta give him props. He's already writing... I like the way he writes. I pass a ramen shop, a hot dog stand, a man selling spice, piles of garbage tucked beneath the off-ramp behind him. A mob of Christians gather at a nearby intersections, waving signs and screaming blasphemers at the cops. A voice makes booming proclamations in Japanese from loudspeakers overhead. Flying cars crisscrossing the invisible roads between buildings. The sky glows with light pollution, but the moon is full and clear. It's a beautiful night. Bruh. This guy needs an award. This guy, I don't even care. You already started off like... Because you know, if you watch me play games, like even when I first played Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs Legion, I was in detail. Like I like pointing out stuff that's like detail oriented. Like it's clear that they put a bunch of work into how it looks. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. Jeez. Ghost of Tsushima was amazing. I don't want to read this because it's part of the storyline. Where are you going? Okay. Bye. I put my arm knife. Oh. Okay. So this guy, Watch Dogs Legions 2 was too short. It was. The main storyline was too short. I'll give it that. But the first DLC I think is coming out decently soon on that game, or it might have already come out. I haven't paid attention because once I completed the main storyline, I just kind of went for money and just started stacking that up to see what would be in the game to buy. But okay, there was also notification from that fancy sniper rifle I picked up. Oh, see, now that's already a cool little detail, guys. I didn't know this, but the game apparently has a reminder system. So, you know how if you pick up an item off a dead body or you loot something and you get it, and you can go to your inventory, check it out, look at it, read it, blah, blah, blah. If you don't do that off of RIP, I usually do, but if you don't do that off of RIP, you're going to get a little tiny notification somewhere on your screen, your phone, anywhere. If you do that, it'll let you know something you got that you haven't looked at yet. That, to me, is very cool. Like, oh, thank you, game, for letting me know something that I didn't know I was going to get. Judy is on my mind while I continue my walk through Night City. Ahead, a street lamp floats in the air, its base failing to load. I don't know if he means that as a glitch or on purpose. A busker plays an invisible guitar. The facade of a skyscraper flickers briefly. Something ain't right, so I call my car and it arrives in classic Roach style, driving through a concrete barrier, screeching to a halt. As I approach, a van spawns in the same space, and the two vehicles fight to exist before my taxi spurts out and knocks me to the ground. Dude, this man, like, that was just his opening paragraph. Okay, life in the city. There won't be another open world. Okay, this is what I love to hear, man. Love this. There won't be another open world game like this for a long, long time. I love wandering the mountains of trash on the outskirts of town, cutting pretty silhouettes from a distance. Up close, well, it's trash. And sometimes the smog gets so thick around the old Arasaka Memorial downtown that you can't see the tops of buildings. Everything washed in dirty orange light. I watch traffic. See, look at this. This dude knows how to freaking enjoy a game and look at the details. He's describing this game as if he's not even playing the plot. He is just roaming, seeing what the artists of the game created. Mega. Red Dead is so much fun. I loved it. Online got a little boring for me because they don't really add like stuff that's new. Once you played Red Dead Online for like 6 months, which I did, it kind of like there's nothing like significantly new, and that's fine. That campaign is by far my favorite game of all time. Any game. Cyberpunk might be close, but the way this dude talks about this game, he literally went into the game and roamed Night City. And he hasn't even gone into the parts of the Badlands, the other districts of Night City. But this man's talking like he's an artist, like he's describing it. Like, up close, okay, he said up close it's trash. I watched traffic here for a while. Employees of the corporate world hurrying to and fro all around me. Then There's the Biotechnica Farm, a city of tents stretching into the horizon, swarms of transport vehicles buzzing to and fro, tending to their synthetic protein flowers. From here, Night City looks as small as a city in a snow globe, and you can just walk there. The scale and density is mind-boggling. Every area clearly touched by countless artists and neatly embedded into the history and logistics of Night City. Bro. Like, bro. Just, I don't know, man. The way this guy needs to be a book writer, dog. He should be writing reviews. I mean, he's writing reviews for PC Gamer, which is like one of the biggest review sites, unless he was working for like Metacritic or, even though I hate them, IGN. IGN's trash at reviews, by the way. Never listen to IGN. They've literally been found out that they play a game for 20 minutes and then write a review about the whole game. Like, oh, that irks me. Like that freaking loser from Vice that wrote that other one. Take a microscope to it and you'll see the seams instantly. And okay, here we go. Now he's going to discuss NPCs. NPCs are aimless automatons. I've always wondered how to say them. Automatons, automatons, or carefully posed puppets. I've seen the same guy, at least his shape, splayed out on a couch, playing guitar all over the city. I made the mistake of stopping to inspect a roadside rave in the Badlands, only to realize there were 3 sets of triplets in attendance. What the fuck? Dude, look at that. Like, just that detail. These guys are throwing triplets into stuff. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I agree. IGN reviews just kiss butt to make them seem great. Well, that's because IGN always wants access to the game early. So they're going to kiss ass because all gaming producers just hand them a bunch of free copies. Like, why don't you let actual gamers review this? Because when you actually listen to those people talk, they don't even know what they're talking about when describing a game 90% of the time. Those IGN reviewers, it's such garbage. Like, let actual gamers, hell, give it to big time, dude, and this is actually a great question. Give it to, like, big time streamers. Courage, Noah J456, Ninja, XQC, Pokimane, Valkyrie, the whole group of big name people. Let them play the game for a week, write their own review, and then post that. And if I see an article from someone saying, this article is written by Courage JD, like, okay, he's a gamer. The dude has experience playing games. He's serious. He knows what he's talking about. Like, why give it to these fucking plebs who are just reporters for IGN who don't actually hard grind games? They haven't played a wide enough scope of serious games, no detail orientation, controls, all that shit. Like, I don't know. Okay, here. Sometimes dumbass. Sometimes far off textures load in a touch too late, which is expected. You guys have to remember, all these reviews are before that new patch that they said, the day 0 patch. So load times, I'm not surprised. Dude, it's a fucking huge ass map. I wouldn't be surprised if load times are slow. Not load times for the game, but like distance rendering. No, oh, I love this. This is I might use this for a title. Night City is a stage, not a simulation. Like, ooh. Okay, but if you stay moving and keep your eyes trained ahead, every frame is a striking, lively scene. Night City is nearly unparalleled at middle to long distances, joining the best of PC gaming's open worlds, which include Red Dead Redemption 2's American West and Grand Theft Auto 5's Los Santos. Boom, right there. That's what I needed to hear. He just gave it a proper comparison in equivalency and saying it is equal to, if not better, than Red Dead 2 and Los Santos. I've been watching leaks from Cyberpunk for 3 years. I've seen every possible gameplay thing out there, watched all the tips and tricks videos, watched all of the things you need to know videos. I've done everything. That is literally what I spend a lot of my time doing when I'm just bored out of my mind. Rockstar's... Ooh, they said it. Okay, guys. Rockstar has been matched. I'd pay full price just to walk around and take photos of Night City forever. My senses were perpetually drunk. Oh, that's what I love hearing. Dude, this guy, I love it. He's not even talking about the fucking game. And see, if you only get to play the game for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you have to write a review, how this guy is doing it is perfect. Because he's not going over gameplay. He's not saying, oh, this game is good, the controls are bad, there's too many social justice or politic tropes in the game, blah, 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 blah. No, this guy's literally giving us details on what he was able to accomplish in his very short time playing the game, just walking and roaming the fucking game. Finally, someone can take down GTA 5 because the content is ass. There's nothing really new. I mean, the last big thing for GTA, in my opinion, was when they released the giant casino. Oh my god, I haven't talked this much in a while. My throat. Sneak peek of Rebirth Island. Yeah, we know. A new island? Nah, I don't care. GTA is washed up in my opinion. At this point, it's just, I don't know. It has its dedicated fans, but people don't play it for fun anymore. Like, you don't have people saying, yeah, I feel like playing GTA. Like, nah. Okay, so I wish I could rate a dude's review, because this James Davenport, this guy's gonna get a follow from me on Twitter. I wonder if I can at his ass. Bro, okay, look it up if you want. It'll probably last like 3 hours. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna go with Nomad, Street Kid, or the Rich Dudes. LOL. Your first playthrough on Cyberpunk. I'm not doing Street Kid. I don't even know if I'll probably do Street Kid eventually, but that'll be last for sure. Right now, I'm having a hard time deciding between Corpo and Nomad. I don't. I hope I just added the right guy on Twitter. Hold on, let me go check real quick. I think I'm gonna go Nomad. Right now I'm leaning towards Nomad. I was originally leaning towards Corpo, but I don't know. I the thing is, no one, even the people that have played the game and reviewed it, aren't telling us what bonuses each class provides you off rip. Plus, the one thing I will say, and this is why Nomad's so interesting to me, I don't know where the game takes you, if you're Street Kid or Corpo, if it ever really takes you out to the Badlands. Because I don't know if the main plot really ever takes you out there unless you start as Nomad. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that never explore the outskirts of Night City and never see the Badlands. Obviously, I'm just taking a shot in the dark here because I don't know. Maybe there's a bunch of missions in the Badlands, whether you're Street Kid or Corpo. But if there isn't, Nomad's going to be the one character path that you get to play in the Badlands, start in the Badlands, and get to see that area and really see and experience the entire map. Because I have no idea if Corpo and Street Kid ever take you out there. And if they don't, then you're forced to mosey on out there on your own time with no plot. I mean, I'm sure there's side missions, of course. There's always going to be side missions. But if the main plot doesn't take you out there, if you play Street Kid or Corpo, you have to. I think it's an imperative that you pick Nomad, because it starts you in a place that the game might not take you. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Why is my tweet taking 1,000,000,000,000 years to load? Give me a second, guys. I don't know. Okay, so far, Aries and Mega have both said Nomad. Hey, guys, if you're watching the stream right now, it would really mean a lot if you're new to the channel, if you would hit that like button and subscribe. We're at 9 likes, I think, right now, something like that. You don't have to, only if you want to. Obviously, this isn't like a crazy... Oh, guys, if you look at the thumbnail for the stream, go and look at the thumbnail. You need to go onto GOG.com and create your account, because on day 1, when it asks you to log into the game, just like with Watch Dogs Legions where you connected your Ubisoft and shit, you get a bunch of free stuff. You get a free backpack, a free samurai sword, a jacket, and 2 cool shirts in-game for your character free if you link your account. So go to GOG.com and create your account. I don't have the link. Just go to GOG.com. Here, I'll just type it. I don't know for sure. GOG.com. GOG.com. I hope that works. I'm not 100% certain. Okay, so that review is by far my favorite one that I've seen. Okay, Dieter Bond from The Verge just posted literally 1 minute ago. Okay. Ooh, I like this. It's already starting off good. Night City was like a deranged experiment in social Darwinism. designed by a bored researcher who kept one thumb permanently on the fast forward button. Oh shit. Okay. I like this guy. Oh, I didn't even realize it. That line was from William Gibson's 1984 novel Neuromancer. I know a lot of you probably don't read books, but Neuromancer was an amazing book. I think they even made a movie adaptation of it. Helped define the genre now known as cyberpunk. The book conjures a world where today's cutting-edge trends are tomorrow's embarrassing cliches, and where desperate hustlers can rise overnight and fade without a trance. Okay, sounds good, Mega. Cyberpunk 2077, a long-awaited game by Witcher Studio CD Projekt Red, is about a place called Night City, but in its version, the past is never... Okay. I don't want to hear a plot description of the story. Okay. Okay. He's giving it, I guess, a fair reaction, I guess. It's done... Okay. CD Projekt Red has delivered on an incredibly ambitious vision. A vast virtual city with a complex narrative and role-playing system. It's done that by playing all those elements extremely safe and straight. Cyberpunk 2077 is a frequently satisfying and sometimes impressive game, but despite its setting in the fast-moving future, it's almost never a surprising one. Hold on, guys, I got a text. Hold on, guys. Dude, fucking Twitter right now is just loading like a bitch. Oh shit, okay. GameSpot just released its review. It gave it a 7 out of 10. Is day one the 10th? Technically, yeah, the 10th. But I'm hearing that on a few... I saw one thing and I might... Oh, my head itches for no reason at all. Fuck. I heard that on... Oh, it's all weird. Okay, no, it's fine. You should still be able to get it, because once you put it in your system, it'll ask you to connect your GOG account, I'm sure. Okay, I'm just going to go over this one really quick. I'm going to read GameSpot's review in a second. But these are the Cyberpunk 2077 early review scores. VG247, very popular site, gave it a 10 out of 10. The Gamer, 10 out of 10. VGC, 5 out of 5. Games Radar Plus, 5 out of 5. Windows Central, 5 out of 5. RPG Site, 9 out of 10. Game Informer, 9 out of 10. PC Games, 9 out of 10. IGN, 9 out of 10. PC Gamer, 78 out of 100. GameSpot, which is the review I'm about to read, a 7 out of 10. Games Beat gave it a 3 out of 5, which is the lowest score I've seen yet. Open Critic gave it a 92 overall, and that was with 22 critic reviews. Metacritic gave it a 91 overall. Hold on, I'm going to save this article, or I'm going to, because it has the Metacritic reviews and stuff, so I'm going to go check that out after I read GameSpot's. 3 out of 5 is bad for a game that's this highly anticipated, though. Okay. Ooh, this is good. Cyberpunk 2077. This is GameSpot. They gave it a 7 out of 10. The second lowest score. Cyberpunk 2077 has standout side quests and strong main characters. Though it's buggy, superficial world and lack of purpose bring it down. It's okay, buggy is a patch fix. I don't know what they mean by superficial and lack of purpose. Okay, this guy goes in... I don't understand this guy. There's no way you completed the whole fucking story. This guy's a capper. I spent a lot of my playtime following side quest threads like this one. I'm not going to read the one that he described because it's a spoiler. Excited about the premise and hoping to find something as interesting or fun or rewarding at the end. And in many cases, I did. But now, after finishing the main story, fucking cap, mega cap, I can't see how most of those activities fit into the overall narrative of the character I was playing. The main story doesn't even gel with itself. I don't know if I believe this guy. First off, he says he completed the game. Then he says that the side missions don't incorporate anything with your character and don't gel well. Bro, literally Cyberpunk has been pushing the fact that that is all the side missions do. They're all incorporated into the main storyline and all have a purpose towards the main storyline and your character. So you're going to tell me that their entire fucking advertisement for the last 7 years was just bullshit? Really? The company that made Witcher 3 one of the best open world games ever to exist just fucking straight up lied to us. Exactly, Aries. There's no way he did a bunch of side missions and the main story. The thing is, though, this guy says, the thing is, and this is the one thing I'll point out, he doesn't say how many side missions he did. I'm a shill? How? ICs, why am I a shill? I'd love to know. Am I gonna get a response from this dude? I often felt like I was role-playing two different characters. One V for the side quests and one more limited V for the main story. Bah. Man, this guy really goes in. That's wait, hold on. Okay, he says, I often felt like I was role-playing two different characters. One V is the main character, if you didn't know. I don't know why you wouldn't know that by now, but if you didn't know. One V for the side quests and one more limited V for the main story. That's mostly because the main story puts you on a clock. It's not literally on a timer, but is very urgent in the way that RPG stories often are. And it has the same pitfalls as a result. It feels weird to do throwaway fun stuff when you have a serious, ever-present threat to attend to, and in V's case, it just doesn't make sense to dally. Okay, so I understand what they're saying, but it really comes down to the mindset of the person playing the game. Like, so essentially what he's saying side by side is, the story, the main story of the game, gives you an urgency that, like, Arasaka are trying to take down Night City and burn it to the ground. Or actually, I'm not going to go into detail, but it has a main imperative plot that is on a time crunch. It's a big threat that you need to stop, and if you don't stop it, all of Night City is going to get destroyed, or whatever you want to, however you want to describe it. And so this person is saying that it's, and this is on them, this is a personal problem, I guess. They can't manage to play the fun side quests and missions knowing that there is a big, threatening main storyline plot that they still have to beat. It's like they're saying they can't distinguish between the two. And when someone like this says something like this, I sit here and I think, you obviously haven't played RPGs or real open world games to a very specific, what's the word I'm looking for? They haven't played them with the right mentality. Because if you play Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously the storyline has a big emphasis on finishing the plot. You're trying to further the story, get to Saint Denis, and a bunch of further plot lines that are imperative and kind of, you got to finish them. But if you, as a player, can't distinguish the difference between the two. So he says there's two different Vs he's playing as. One for the main storyline, one for the side missions. Well, no shit, Sherlock. That's kind of the point. The main storyline is supposed to have its own... There are always going to be players in every game that just want to play the run-through main campaign. They don't want to play all the side missions. They're just going to... When they load up Cyberpunk on day one, they're going to be like, I'm going to go for the main fucking plot line and play it all the way through. I'm not even going to worry about the side missions. Like, you can have that mindset, I guess. And that's fine. Everybody can play the game how they want. But this guy is talking like it's a downside to the game when it's in almost every open world RPG. So to somehow put it as an insult... Wait, what ruins the game, Aries? Yeah, if you don't do the side missions, I don't know why you paid $60 for a game. Like, open world RPGs are meant for the side missions. You're really going to tell me that the most expansive... Yeah, the most expansive open world ever of Night City, the biggest one in overall size, they're saying, other than maybe Valhalla, because Valhalla is fucking huge, but one of the most expansive cities. You're telling me the biggest pull in of the game is the visuals of Night City, and you're telling me you're gonna play just the main story? You're not even gonna see 90% of the city. Like, goddamn. Oh yeah, guys, I paid $60 for a fucking game not to see the game. I just wanted to play the goddamn storyline, the main storyline. Like, what is the purpose? Like, I don't know, man. Side missions can be unique. Give God gear or currency. Exactly. It helps you through the campaign, especially the more difficult missions. See, that's another part that this guy doesn't even discuss in his fucking review. Side missions, the whole point is for you to start leveling up your character because main plot lines have a certain difficulty a lot of the time required for them. So, if you don't do side missions and you just go main plot, you're going to end up facing really hard obstacles or hard bosses that you eventually are going to be forced to go to side missions to level up your character enough and make him powerful enough, or her, to fight that said boss. Okay. You have more freedom to play the character you really want during side activities. But main story V has clearly defined priorities. No shit, Sherlock. God damn. This guy doesn't understand. Obviously, the game has the main character, and it's... I'm going to do everything I can in the game. Exactly, Sky. Like, on God. This game has been worked on... It got teased in 2013, man. At the... I forget what it was. I forget what big esport event it was. But that's 7 years. Damn near 8 years, dude. It is... I have been hyped for this game since I found out about this. And... for people to not want to play everything they can about this game, like, in every game, the character, they literally program character features and characteristics for the main story. That's the whole point. You have to have a set basis for the main plot, and then the uniqueness always comes in the side missions. You're telling me people that play GTA are mad that their character has certain personalities and designs for the main plot, but then they can change how they look and everything on the side? You think people are mad that there's a set, defined image that they have to portray and act like through the main storyline? Like, no. Nobody gives a shit, because people know that that's what you're getting when you're buying these games. Ooh, my Angels traded for Rysel Iglesias. Let's fucking go. Bye, no Ramirez, you bitch. You suck. Oh, let's go. Okay. I often couldn't find the character I'd been developing via side quests when I returned to the main plot, not in how I'd been shaping her personality as she reacted to events. Oh my god. This guy, low-key, the dumbest motherfucker I've ever heard review a game. Like, he thinks all the stuff he does on the side missions... So... Oh, excuse me. When you're going into this game, guys, you need to realize that the character you build, the personalities, the hacking, the stealth, the charisma, all of the... Or, it's not charisma in this game, they call it cool. Just, you're cool. And that's your... He thinks that all the stuff he did in those side missions and creating the personality of his character is going to affect the main storyline. Like, do you think playing Red Dead Redemption 2, all the stuff I made my character act like and do in the side missions when I was on my own time affected how he talked to Vanderlyn or any of the other main characters? No, because that shit is pre-programmed. It's meant not to have variety. Like, this dude literally has probably never fucking played open world RPGs. I knew from the outset that I wanted to play as a hacker. So I'm gonna beat this bitch's fucking head off, bro. I'm gonna beat this dude's ass. This is... Oh, I'm pissed. I'm actually pissed. Okay, you want to hear the dumbest shit I've ever heard? I knew from the outset that I wanted to play as a hacker. So I sped through the character creator. Gave my V points all to intellect and cool for Oh, no. So he took, or she, I don't know who wrote this. I think it's a he. Took all the points in intellect and cool and put them all to stealth and hacking. He didn't make it an even character. He didn't pick what he wanted. He literally took all of them and gave them all to stealth and hacking. And then started the game. Oh my god. I had picked the Nomad life path out of the 3 total options because it was the only one that positioned V as an outsider to Night City. I figured that I didn't know Night City yet as a newcomer to the game, so why should V? Dude, this person writing this honestly just feels like someone who like has no gaming experience but can maybe pick up a controller and said, "Here, Mom, here, Dad, go play this game. Figure out how it plays. Cyberpunk, it's a futuristic game. You can make your character stealthy, hack, whatever you want. Go ahead, Mom, here you go. Play the game. You don't play video games, but here you go. Figure it out." Low-key, that's what I feel like this fucking dude did. From what I can tell, that life path choice didn't affect more than the way the game starts and some dialogue options throughout. Now that I've finished the story, I'm much... Jesus, oh, hacking is cool and all, but what's he gonna do when you get a dozen guys with oh shit, machine guns and shotguns plus? Why the fuck skip through? Dude, and it's not even that he skipped through character creation. This dude probably didn't even spend any time personalizing his character. I already know it. This dude fucking made the most basic ass looking character. He didn't put any time into the personalization. This dude probably rushed through that shit. Like, oh my god. These are the types of bitches that ruin review sites. I'm amazed he even gave the game a 7 out of 10 with how he's reviewing it. Like, damn. Oh, I'm probably going to spend 30 minutes to an hour for sure. I'm going to make my character look exactly how I want it to. Now that I've finished the story, I'm much more curious about the Corpo life path in which V used to work as at Antagonist Corporation Arasaka and how that fits into what I played. But it doesn't feel like a majorly important decision in my... Oh my god. I'm just infuriating myself reading this. This person actually just said, but it doesn't feel like a majorly important decision in my experience whether I pick Corpo, Street Kid, or Nomad. The most important decision in the game doesn't really affect my experience. Oh my god, I want to slap this bitch. The real RPG core is in your 5 main stats, which are further split into 2 or 3 different skill trees, each providing various benefits to combat, stealth, hacking, and so on. Using these sub-skills will passively level them up and give you additional benefits, ensuring you grow according to how you play in addition to how you actively invest points as you level up. The parent skills mainly govern what dialogue options you can use and what... See, no. Okay, I just figured out the biggest fucking problem. They just admitted to their own worst problem. They said the parent skills, so like stealth, hacking, combat, shooting, and cool, affect your dialogue options. This bitch literally just admitted to saying he put everything into hacking and stealth. That means that you just missed out on 60% of the possible options for the game. 60%! That's more than half! You only fucking picked 2 dialogue options. How can... Lose my shit. You a dumb motherfucker. Oh my god. Because the sub-skills have their own leveling points and systems, I found I could freely invest overall skill points without sacrificing my hacking goals, at least when it came to traditional RPG progression. Hacking into computers and transferring money to your account is one thing. Okay, see, that's the one thing I do like about the hacking idea of the game. It only requires enough points in the intellect parent skill, just like how body allows you to open certain doors. On the other hand, quick hacking, which allows you to manipulate cameras, turrets, enemies, and more in hostile scenarios, requires a lot of cyberware investment. Specifically, you need a good cyber deck, which determines how many different quick hacks you can equip. That has enough RAM so you can use ones that demand more memory. Cyberware in general is not cheap. On top of that, an early story mission is gated by a significant sum of money. So I had to do a lot of grinding before I could afford a proper cyber deck that made quick hacks truly effective. See, I love that though. You have to grind for stuff that's imperative to the story. It makes it good. I didn't mind until then. Wait. Until then, I felt like I had to use guns a lot more than I wanted to, which didn't fit with how I initially built my character. I didn't mind the guns overall, though. While it's not on par with dedicated first-person shooters, the gunplay is decent. It's a little clunky, even after tweaking my sensitivity settings, but the aim assist does the heavy lifting. Once I got a good cyber deck and equipped better quick hacks, combat really picked up for me. I had a quick hack that reset an enemy's optics. Pretty much everyone in Night City has cyberware in place of organic eyes and temporarily blinded them, which allowed me to sneak past. I was able to shut off entire camera systems easily and set turrets to friendly mode so they wouldn't shoot me on sight. I approached most encounters like a puzzle. Okay, so this guy decided to play the entire game like Watch Dogs Legion, essentially. I don't even know what to say. Exactly. I agree, T-Man. I just don't understand the I don't know. I'm gonna look at Metacritic stuff real quick, and then I'll probably end the stream. Okay, so Metacritic has 43 reviews. It has a 91 overall rating right now, which isn't bad at all. Okay. Okay, so out of the 43 reviews, guys, it has 41 positive ratings and 2 mixed reviews. I'm going to go down to the mixed reviews. Just because I want to start off with bad and then, I guess, go to good. Okay, GameSpot. Your mileage may vary, but in our experience, the bugs are... Okay, see, this if you were going to give it a bad rating, I understand why. This is why so far, and that's where the day 0 patch comes in. Your mileage may vary, but in our experience, the bugs are obtrusive and substantial across the board, often forcing us to reload saves or exit the game entirely. It's hard to get really into a world you constantly have to leave, but then it's hard to get into Cyberpunk 2077's world in general. So much of it is superficial. Ooh, okay. So much of it is superficial set dressing. Okay, so I guess what they're saying with that is it's a lot like GTA and most open world games where there's a whole bunch of places you just can't go into. It's just walled off, blocked off. Doors don't open. Just like in Watch Dogs, most games are like that. And there's so much happening all around you. Ads going off at all times. Gunfights breaking out in the streets. Texts coming in about cars you'll never buy. That a lot of the game feels superfluous. Oh. The side quests and the characters they showcase are the shining beacon through the neon-soaked bleakness of Night City, and they give you room to explore the best the core RPG mechanics have to offer. These are what carried me through an otherwise disappointing experience. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's go to some good reviews. I'm not going to go to the 100s because I don't trust 100s. Okay, if this is from Game Informer, which I do read a lot. Cyberpunk 2077 is dark and disturbing at times, but the majority of its content is fascinating and loaded with depth through various RPG systems and lore. I thoroughly enjoyed my time in Night City, and Johnny Silverhands is a great partner to see the sights with. CP77 doesn't overstay its welcome with its critical path story and invites players to jack in and stay for hundreds of hours of unique content should they want to. It didn't blow me away like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, but is still a hell of an opening to what will hopefully be a new series. Okay. Who? Okay, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping in here. I think I'm probably going to end it there. There isn't many more things that I want to really read. It's all stuff I've already read. I'll so yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it there. I will give updates on anything that new comes out. Make sure you go to GOG.com, get your account made so that you can link it the day the game comes out so you can get your free stuff. I'll be posting stuff as regularly as I can. And then hopefully, from what I heard, it could come out Thursday or Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in California. So if that was correct, I'll be streaming it that afternoon. If it's not correct, then I will just stream it on Thursday when it supposedly comes out for everybody. But appreciate everybody stopping in here, and I'll see you guys all